Hey, what is up you sexy beasts? My name is Shadowfax and Louise, and today I want to try something a little different, maybe start off the series with it, and I'm going to call it for now, Weird and Wacky Stories. Yes, this is going to be a series where we talk about weird and strange news from around the world, and we're going to have a little discussion on it, and we're going to crack straight on with it. The first one is, in East China, Shandong province, a 3-year-old girl got stuck in a washing machine. A 3-year-old got stuck in a washing machine. How did she get stuck in the washing machine? Well, the girl and her mother were visiting some relatives, and they decided it would be a good idea to put the 3-year-old to play in the laundry room. She was left unsupervised playing in the laundry room, and she got stuck in the washing machine. Her mother was even reported to say that she regularly played in the washing machine, but she'd never got stuck before. They ended up having to call the fire brigade to come and get this poor little girl out. Bless her. And to try and keep her calm and quiet, they gave her, while they were cutting her out, they gave her sweets. You know, let's all ply our children with sweets. That's what we do. So yeah, first off, why the hell would you put your child in the laundry room to play? Like, okay, we're going to visit our relatives now. Us grown-ups are going to talk. You go play in the laundry room. Yes, that's a brilliant way. And she regularly plays in the washing machine. Like, buy her some toys. Like, what the fuck? Oh, do you know what would be better than toys? We'll just let them play in the washing machine. My God, this is bad parenting if I've ever heard it before. You leave your child unsupervised to play in a laundry room of all places. Like, what's wrong with the living room? I'm assuming in China they have living rooms. If they've got a laundry room, they've got a living room. Why not just have her play in where you are? If you're in the living room, the kitchen, or whatever, just give her some toys and let her play. Don't be like, go and play in the laundry room, get in the washing machine. What if that washing machine had turned on? That poor little girl would have had the biggest wash of her life. She would never have had to wash again for about 10 years. Or, in the worst case scenario, she would have drowned. I mean, it's absolutely nutty. Poor little girl stuck in a washing machine. And then they had to get the fire brigade out. Who had to come with those, I don't even know what they're called, those big massive saw things, electrical saw things, to slice through the steel sheets of the washing machine to get this poor little girl out. And she would have only been 3 years old, so she wouldn't have understood what was going on at all. Poor little girl. I feel so sorry for her. I really do. Oh, bless her. You are a bad parent, woman. You are a bad mother. If you can't be bothered to buy your kids some toys and invest in some playtime with them, then don't bother. Don't bother having kids. And on to the next story. You might have already heard about this one a few weeks ago. It was all over Facebook, and it is the girl that got her boyfriend's name tattooed on her face after only 1 week of being together. Yes, a Russian girl decided that it was a good idea to get her boyfriend of 1 week to get him to, because I think he's a tattooist, and they decided it was a really good idea to tattoo his name on her face. Why anyone would think that's a good idea is beyond me. I wouldn't have a tattoo on my face at all, but let alone one like that. And as you can see here, this is a picture of it, and that looks fucking painful. That looks painful. I've got tattoos myself, and some of them didn't hurt, but the one on my stomach did, because the skin's not exactly tight on your stomach. Now, on her cheek, it's not exactly going to be tight. That must have really hurt, and you can see all the blood from right by the nose. That looks really, really painful. And it doesn't even look like a name. I think his name's like Russ or Russell, it looks like, but that, to me, it looks more like bus. It looks like she's a fan of buses. You know what, like, she's the type of fucking weirdo that would take a holiday to London just to see the famous double-decker red buses. Like, what the actual fuck? I have no idea why anyone in their right mind would think it's a good idea to put a tattoo on your face, but especially someone's name, and especially someone's name of who you've only been dating for a week. Like, I could be with someone for 20 years and I still would not get their name tattooed on my face. They'd be lucky to get me to tattoo it on my arse. And here is a picture of them together before she got the tattoo. And as you can see, he is one ugly fucker. He is an ugly fucker. He has got tattoos all over his face himself. He's got those big ugly ring things that I don't even know. I think that like originates from Africa or something. Some tribal thing. He's got them. And I guess he thought that he'd already disfigured his own face. He might as well disfigure hers as well. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Or, I don't know, maybe he thought that if he did this to her, nobody else would want her. But And then you got the picture of them both naked, which you just kind of like, bleh, what the fuck? And you can see he is a chubby fucker. Look at that crease. He is a chubby fucker. He is tattooed up to the hilt, head to toe. He is tattooed, and he decided that it was a good idea for her to be as well. I don't know. It's nuts. Why anyone would do this kind of weirdness to themselves or to anyone else is way beyond me. But then again, they are Russian, and apparently the Russians are a bit nuts. But yeah, let me know what you think about that one. Fucking weird, man. And the last story I want to touch on today, this actually happened in England, which we don't usually get a lot of this. We're English, we're prim and proper. Apart from you, Jeremy Kyle, lot ruining the fucking country. You can fuck off. But yeah, this happened in England, in Salisbury, and basically a man went in for an operation. He had testicular cancer, and he had to have the testicle removed. So, you know, he went in to have it removed, and they took the wrong one off. They took the wrong testicle off. So first off, you're thinking, how did they take the wrong testicle off? Surely they would have had it written down somewhere that it was either the left testicle or the right testicle to be taken off. And they could have even, you know, put a little cross on it, used a permanent marker to put a little cross on it so they know which one they're taking off. But no, they took the wrong testicle off. And I shouldn't laugh because this is awful. But they took the wrong testicle off, and 40 minutes later, they realised what they'd done, and they thought, you know what, we've just taken the wrong testicle off. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll sew it back on. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when they told this poor man, bad news is we took the wrong testicle off. Good news is we sewed it back on. It's absolutely mind-boggling, it really is, how they could do this. And now this poor man he's gone through this incredible thing anyway, where he's got testicular cancer. He's having to lose one of his testicles, and then he finds out that they took the wrong one off, put it back on. Or maybe they were hoping he wouldn't realise that, you know, suddenly his balls were being held on by stitches. But they put the wrong, they took the wrong one off. They sewed it back on, and now he is not going to be able to father children. So it's kind of like, why the fuck did you even bother putting it back on, mate? Because it's now absolutely useless. And the Salisbury NHS Foundation Trust, they were asked about it. They confirmed that the incident did take place. They offered their apologies, said that I can't even say it, remedial surgery took place at the time. Of course it did. They sewed back on his useless testicle. And they said they carried out a thorough investigation and immediately made changes to their process. Yeah, you needed to make changes to your process, my dears, because if you're taking the wrong things off, it's not good at all. It's really not good at all, which just makes you think, yeah, I mean, I thought it was actual just like normal procedure to, like, if they're going to have to do surgery, like they draw on you, like they, oh, we're going to, you know, we're going to cut here, or this is the one we're going to take off. And I really feel sorry for this poor man, because it must have been bad enough having to have your testicle removed, especially men. They like to be quite macho and, oh, I've got big balls, and suddenly they're missing one. They're going to feel like Hitler or something, you know. But then to find that they took the wrong one off, sewed it back on, so you've now just got a lovely scar around your testicles, and you're not going to be able to father children. I mean, I can't imagine what that was. Well, I suppose if I thought of it in the sense of maybe if I got breast cancer, please, God no, but if I got breast cancer and I had to have one of mine removed, I would be absolutely devastated if I had to have one of them removed. If I then found that they'd taken off the wrong one, I would be absolutely mortified. I would be suing them big time. But anyway, guys, I'm going to put a link in the description for all the stories if you want to have a little look. Not that there's much to look at because I've told you it all. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of this series. And just remember that I love you all.